I am out here on the shores of Lake Michigan. And what's really cool about where I'm parked here is I'm going to walk the length of the parking spot here, and you see the line, and they're actually extra long. And Mo fits in there quite nicely. You can see that this, you would think, would be a great overnight boondocking spot. Alright, it's a little faded. Let me get up close to it, and if you can't see it, I'll read it to you. It said, "This parking lot for vehicles with boat trailers only." That would explain the really nice length of where Mo is parked right at the moment. If I pan over, you'll see a boat right there hooked up to an RV, and they're getting out of the water and finishing up their day. Off in the distance is the inner harbor of the town where I live, and I am going to show you one more sign here that really deters from finding a good place to boondock in this area. Alright, so where I'm at, actually, I just crossed over into parkland, and this is a famous road here in my town called Kennedy Drive. Now, it is officially a city park, but I'm going to show you one of the signs here, as you see coming up. No parking, 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. Now, if I swing the camera around, and Mo's down there off in the distance, and that is not parkland. But again, the same restrictions apply. So, if you ever plan on boondocking anywhere, you have to be very, very cognizant of the signs and restrictions. And again, as I mentioned a few moments ago, where I live, pretty much anywhere you park, you cannot overnight and boondock. So if you're out there watching RV channels, and thinking about boondocking and living full-time in your RV, if you are not going to venture out from your area where you live, I really suggest you guys do a lot of scoping out the area and finding places before you decide to go full-timing. So I'm going to get back in the Mo, and I am going to show you a couple of things that I've been working on and give you an idea of what I need to do for winter RVing. So that's a beautiful spot, but can't do it overnight. Dang. Alrighty. So here we are back in Mo, and let me get out my list that I have been working on. Alright, so there is the list of things I'm working on. And if you can't read it, and my handwriting's bad, clean and repair fridge gasket, diagnose, repair furnace, hot water heater, which I shut down for the winter, so I'm not going to worry about that until the spring. Drain fresh water, drain hot water, gray water, black water, fill and run tank with RV antifreeze, repair, prep, and get ready to start painting the walls, and several other things. If you notice right here, probably can't see it, I was trying an experiment to see if I could weather seal the windows with, residential home plastic, and it's not working. So I have another plan in mind. You can see I don't have any curtains on right now because I'm actually getting ready to do the painting, but yeah, see, it just doesn't want to stick, so I'm gonna give up on that idea. And in a previous episode that I was recording, when I realized after I was in editing the sound wasn't working, what I had done is I had a problem with the refrigerator gasket. It was popping off. So what I did, if I can get up close to it, is I used double-sided tape and I used super glue. And she's holding on pretty good. So we got that fixed. The furnace works great. Basically, I had to clean out the exhaust vent. RV Prepper Wayne actually had a couple, 2-3 videos out there just recently about him working on his furnace, and he had mud daubers in there. I did too, and if you jump over to Wayne RV Wayne Prepper's website, YouTube channel, which I'll put a link down below to RV Wayne. Hi, Wayne. It'll kind of show you what he did a lot more extensive than I did. He took it all apart. Basically, I just had mud daubers in the exhaust vent, cleaned all that out, and the furnace looks great. Again, I have not hooked into solar power yet. That is an expense that I have been saving up for, and it's going to take several months, probably not even to the spring until I get enough money saved up to put a solar system in the house, in the RV. I'm still running on the house battery, so when I go out RVing, I'm going to depend upon the house battery, and if I can, plug into shore power. Hey guys, I'm back. All right, so let me come around here to the sink. I'm going to turn on the pump. And as I had mentioned, everything's winterized. Here, the pump going. And what I have is RV antifreeze. You'll see it running out pink and foamy. And what that is basically I filled all the lines, hot water heater, everything with this pink stuff, which is RV antifreeze. Let me show you the facilities in the RV as well. And you'll see a great example of it being pink down in there as well. So yeah, the RV essentially is dry. Now, you're thinking to yourself, okay, fresh water. Well, like I've always done, even throughout summer camping, I like to use just bottled water. I can use the onboard water system. It just has to be cleaned and maintained and sanitized on a regular basis. But as far as convenience wise, if I'm out just for a few days RVing or boondocking or at a camp, I'll use bottled water. As far as cooking, well, you know, keeping it simple, like I even do during the summer. I use paper plates. That keeps everything down to a minimum. And yes, as I had mentioned a while back, I do use disposable flatware. And again, some folks who are environmentally conscious, indeed, using plastic flatware is not environmentally conscious. But again, it's not a use once and toss it situation. You can actually reuse that time and time again. The convenience of having plasticware like that is just the ease of cleaning. So yeah, that's basically it for today. I am out here, like I said, enjoying the view here on the lakefront. And what we're going to do next week is go back over to my Wisconsin, and Mo the RV and me will be on its 2-week cycle like I mentioned previously. If you have any questions or comments or even suggestions or helpful suggestions as far as beyond what I've talked about with winter RVing, please put it in comments down below. I'm not an expert. I just go on what I know from my own past experiences, what I have done when I wintered in an RV. Now, to close out what I want to talk about RVing plans myself for the future. Outside in the real world, I have a life, I have a job, I have certain responsibilities. Am I ever going to go full-time? Yes, I am going to go full-time. When? I don't know. I keep my private life as best possible away from YouTube, of course, like most people try to do. But over the next several series, I'll show you what I'm going to be doing as far as upgrading the RV. I'm going to be doing some painting. I'm going to work on that list I got over there on the table and get the Mo modified and cleaned up and ready to the specs that I like. And eventually go out full-time. So, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, yeah, give it a thumbs down. And just tell me, hey, you know. But also, don't forget, if you please, like and subscribe to Mo the RV and me here on YouTube. Or over at the main channel, 1 Year Out Productions. And I'll put a link for 1 Year Out Productions down in the description as well. So, until next time, we'll see you out there. Test for height. Take one. fan.